The 9 fastest ways to make $100,000 in wholesaling real estate as a beginner legally. Now, I have to say that starting out because there are legal ways and illegal ways to make a ton of money in a very quick amount of time. And what I'm going to show you today is wholesaling real estate. And there are 9 ways inside of wholesaling real estate, if you understand it, to make 100K your first year. Now, as somebody that was 17 years old, who got their first deal and made $20,000, and then eventually before I graduated high school made over $100,000, I did the legal way. There's some wholesalers that like tricks and gimmicks and illegal weird ways, and what I'm going to show you is the legal way, the 9 ways to get filthy rich in wholesaling real estate, make $100,000 legally in wholesaling. Now, I know that's kind of a funny title, but it's absolutely true. There are right and wrong ways to make a ton of money really quick, and you have to do it the right way. And what I'm going to teach is the stuff the gurus don't want you to know, the secrets of wholesaling real estate. You probably got an ad before you watch this video. Oh, buy my $10,000 course method and I'll show you everything. It's so stupid. Guys, I'm going to show you exactly everything you need to know about the fastest way to get your wholesaling real estate deals. I'm going to show you how many days it's going to take to probably get the deal, what you should do, how much you should do, and all these things. So let's cut the crap. Let's get straight into it, and let's go into it right now. So this is going to be the 9 fastest ways to make $100,000 in wholesaling real estate that feels illegal to know, because the gurus, they charge a lot of money for this stuff. But what I'm going to do is show you how to do it absolutely for free. So there are legal ways in the legal way. There's legal and illegal ways of wholesaling real estate, right? If you are illegally wholesaling real estate, you're doing it against the law. You're not doing it the right way. And honestly, a lot of people think it's scary. It's not that scary. If you use lawyers, if you go out here and use legit title companies, things I teach in these videos and in my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com, you should be fine. The honest truth is, if you use a title company, you're not going to be illegally wholesaling. For 99% of everyone doing transactions and stuff like that, if you just use a legit closing attorney or title company, which is rule number 1 in wholesaling, if you don't control the title company, you don't control the real estate deal, you're going to be fine. If you do that, you're fine. So like, don't worry about it. But a lot of people don't, they like to go do their own thing. Just do the way we teach, the way I teach it, and you should be fine. But let me teach you some ways that feel illegal to know so you can actually get some wholesaling deals. And so these are 9 methods. I'm going to go from method 9 all the way to 1, from the longest time basically to the shortest time period to get your first wholesaling deal. And you can use this method to make over 100K because it's stuff I teach. So let's get into it. So let's do number 9. This is this is kind of a gimme. We're start off with a gimme for you guys. But this is basically finding wholesalers who can't sell their contracts. This is a really easy method. This is a simple method, if you will, here, where you just find people that can't sell their wholesaling deals. Like, they just can't sell them. They have it under contract. They can't find a buyer. And if you could get good at finding cash buyers, which if you just go to freewholesaling.com, go to our dispositions modules and learn how to do it, it's going to be really easy for you to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because as somebody that closes $20,000, $30,000, $45,000 deals, like just JVing, like, it's really easy if you're really good at your dispositions. Now, I get deals sent all the time that's like, oh my gosh, this seems like a home run deal, but it ends up not being a really good deal. It happens. But for the vast majority, if you can get really good at finding wholesalers that have deals and need help with, and if you can have actually legit cash buyers, like you actually have them, you know what to do at freewholesaling.com, you have to do some work to do it. It's a really fast way to get a wholesaling deal. I would argue if you go in the channel, go in the comments of my live streams and do all these things, I swear to you, you go to my Facebook group, all these things, you can get a deal in 12 days doing this. You can get a JV deal done. You get a cash buyer walkthrough. You get the whole thing done 12 days. Now, check, probably going to take another 14 days just for the whole process, 30 days for closing. But for you to actually get the assignment of contract done, like a contract in hand, all these things, about 12 days. It's very fast, but you have to be very efficient. You have to be just honestly like a sniper, like poof, 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 like straight to the point. Now, what's the problem with this method? Most wholesalers, they know they need to do this. Are they doing this? No. There's 0% chance they're doing this. And is that a good thing, bad thing? I don't think it's a bad thing, but I truly believe a lot of wholesalers are really good at finding cash buyers. They're really good at their dispositions process. But the main issue here is that they can't connect with wholesalers. if you have deals, you've done deals, let people know. Don't be a fake flexer. I think we got a lot of those fake flexers out here, but be legit. Show up, show what's up. I swear to you, you'll do well and you'll get JV deals. I used to be the guy that didn't like doing JV deals until I started making a lot of money doing it. You can easily do it, right? Number 8, method 8, comment. I mean, this is a new method we've been teaching for a little bit, but this is called bandit comments. And basically what you do is you just comment on your competitors' Facebook ads. Now, if you go on Facebook and you scroll, for me, every 2 or 3 slides, it's crazy. I get a, we buy houses cash in West Palm Beach, Florida, like wherever I'm at. And it's crazy. All you have to do, just comment below. Just do a Facebook comment below. In 15 days, you get a deal by doing that. You just get so many inbound leads if you get enough comments. So I want everyone who watches my channel to really just start thinking about this. Because if I teach this to the 40,000 plus people in the Zach Ginn YouTube channel, if you just do 5 of these a day, that's a lot of comments that will lead to deals. I'm just going to give you my ad copy. Just steal it. I don't really care. I just want everyone watching this to get some deals. Something like, hey, me and my partner are looking to buy 2 houses this month. I put spell check. Oops. Let's do houses. All right. I got no guru production. I just do wholesaling deals. So me and my partner are looking to buy 2 houses this month too. Give me a call and then put your phone number. We will pay more. Google Voice, something simple. I promise you, I've been doing this for a very long time. Rick's been doing this for about, theoretically 15 years if you look on the forums before Facebook was like a thing. But like on the internet, just posting it, just get your phone number out there. The more eyeballs, it's like marketing. It's like text message. You'll get deals sent to you. It's an amazing way to get wholesaling deals. I promise everybody watching this, if you actually do what I'm saying here, you will get wholesaling deals sent in to you. The problem is most people aren't willing to do it, and it's sad. You will get amazing wholesaling deals by doing this. Method 8, I'm telling you, 15 days, start to finish, no problem at all. Talk about method 7. I know this isn't the sexiest one in the world, but it's a method, and I'm going to say it because I'm not scared. Cold calling. Get wholesaling deals. Guys, pick up your dang phone, get a list that works, go to treepeoplesearch.com, get their phone number, and do wholesaling deals. I'm not telling you to be a scared little baby. Go out here and cold call. Go out here and actually talk to motivated sellers, see if they're looking to sell the property. Because guess what? If they're looking to sell the property, they'll tell you. You'll get the deal under contract. You'll sell it. You'll make 30 grand. It's a check. It's beautiful. You keep doing the same thing. Oh, you're scared to cold call. It's because you haven't cold called enough. You're scared to talk to a seller because you haven't cold called enough. Why are you so scared? Are you scared to be broke? I was scared to be broke. That's why I cold called all day, every day, because I didn't want to be a broke wholesaler. I wanted to be a rich wholesaler. Now my skills are so good, I can go on the phone, close sellers all day, every day, because I was overcoming the fear of cold calling. A lot of you guys have a fear of cold calling. I don't look at it as a fear of cold calling. I look at it as a fear of being rich for most wholesalers. I have a fear of getting good deals. I have a fear of becoming a better cold caller. I have a fear of becoming better at sales when it comes to wholesaling real estate. I have a fear of making my life better. That's what I hear when people say I have a fear of cold calling. Not judging anyone. That's literally what I hear. You know why I hear that? Because it's the dang truth. If you're scared to cold call, you're scared to get better, you're scared to do wholesaling deals, and you're scared to get rich. You can be scared to get rich, that's fine. But the people that are more scared to be broke than scared to be rich, they're the ones that are actually going to call, overtake it, and do some wholesaling deals. Why are you afraid? Why? I can't get you to cold call anymore. The people that are sick of where they're at in their life right now, that want to make a change, you cold call, do some deals, get back to me. Guys, you see the podcast, you see what I do, you see the people I come up and actually do deals, you see me doing deals. It's all, so much of it is through cold calling. There's other great methods too. There's faster methods. But in 10 days, guys, you are 10 days from changing your entire life by picking up the phone, getting in front of sellers. Oh, I'm broke. TruePeopleSearch.com, it's a free website. Government lists. Pull it up online. Get the deal right there as soon as possible. There's zero excuses right now. Right? That's one thing on this channel you're going to find if you're brand new. There are zero excuses why you are not rich right now in wholesaling. Everything you've done in the past, it's in the past. But everything you've done in the past has shown your thoughts and your actions of where you're at right now financially. There's some bad luck that happens. I completely get it. But you can make the change. So you can dwell on the past, cry about it all day, stay broke, or actually make a change in your life. I think you should make the change in your life. And I'm not telling you to grind out here and work 80, 90, 100 hours a week cold calling. I'm asking 1 to 2 hours a day, 7 to 14 hours. Like 14, you spend 15 hours on stupid TikTok, but you can't transfer that over to cold call, actually get rich. Guys, it's not that you don't have the time. It's because you just don't want to do the hard thing. I get people, and this is weird to say, but like people work out 2 hours a day at the gym. They won't cold call. I promise you, if you just spend an hour at the gym and work really hard, okay, I promise you, and spend that extra hour cold calling, you will get more rich and you would probably just be as buff as you want to be. It's all about the dieting half the time too and how you work out. So I'm just saying, like the people out here that do this, you'll play video games to decompress. What's better decompression than getting a $30,000 check in your hand? That's better than any yoga, massage, masseuse thing ever, okay? Quit the excuses. I swear to you right now, you quit the excuses, you quit being broke, you start going out here and changing your life and actually doing something about it versus crying and being broke. I'm telling you, this will be a change in your life. I remember being broke. I remember that I was willing to do anything to stop scrubbing dookie off of toilets at the grocery store where I was working for minimum wage. I'd do anything to get out of that point, and I did. It's your turn. Guys, I got out of it. Now I can give you a lending hand and get you out of it. But if you want to be stuck where you're at, that's okay. But I have to rant on cold calling. I'm telling you, just so many people aren't willing to do it. It drives me crazy. You want to give me a $10,000 quote? Just pay me $10,000 and you can cold call. I ain't going to. Guys, I'm just going to tell you to cold call. I don't want your stupid money. Method number 6, SMS text blasting. This is actually, believe it or not, it's sometimes a faster, sometimes it's a slower, right? So about 10 days cold calling, I would say 6. I made it there because you could get a deal faster, but the average is still going to be 14 days for your first deal through SMS text blasting. And when I say SMS text blasting, a majority of you guys look at me and say, oh, he wants me to pay for software to SMS text blast. Oh, no. Guys, grab your stinking phone. Y'all text your friend Susie and Emily and Jeff about the day and about, oh, what's this show on Amazon Prime? Oh, I watched this show. Y'all go show trailers of the newest shows and Netflix and go in here and do all your stupid stuff on your phone. But you don't understand. Yeah, you can use your phone for that. But you can also use your phone to text 4 or 5 sellers every hour for like 7 or 8 hours their house. Like literally find an ugly house, take a snapshot of the picture. Go to truepeoplesearch.com, truepeoplesearch.com. True, the word true, peoplesearch.com. That's a free website to find someone's phone number for free. Get their phone number, put the address in there. Text them, hey, is everything okay going on the property? This is Zach. I was a little concerned. I promise you'll get a text back. You'll get a text back. Let them know who you are. See if they're looking to sell their property. I promise you do enough of those texts on your phone for free. Costs no money at all. You'll get wholesaling deals sent in to you. But you rather text Susie about Twilight or something stupid, okay? You'd rather do that, but you ain't going to text a motivated seller if they're looking to sell their property and take a picture of the house just so you get the most inbound leads possible and the best response rate. Why? Don't be crying to me, oh, I can't pay for the software. I'm not telling you to pay for a software. I'm telling you to use your dang phone to go find wholesaling deals. Your phone can be used to call sellers. It can be used to text sellers. These things are machines to get you rich. But the problem is most of you guys look at this as a machine to go communicate with people and talk to your friends and gals and bros. But this can also be a communication to reach out to motivate sellers to get wholesaling deals. The honest truth is you guys will not use the latter. You'll use the former, right? You'll go out here and just do what makes you feel good for the day. Do what's going to make you rich. Text blast. I promise you, just 20, let's do 20 texts a day. 20 texts a day for 30 days. I promise you guys, 600 texts for a year, you're going to get a deal out of that. You will make plenty of money, and then you can start doing it way better. You can use Google Voice to text people too. So you're at 40 now, 1,200 texts a month. Guys, we're at tens of thousands of texts you can be sending out a year for free, costs no money at all. Tens of thousands of texts. And I bet you haven't even done 100 this week. Hey, I'm not judging you. I'm already rich. I don't have to make you rich. I don't get a commission off of your wholesaling assignment fees. But I wanted to look at you straight dead in the eye and say, why didn't you send out 100 texts this week? Why? Hey, were you tired? Were your muscles sore? Do you have a headache? The bigger headache's being broke. And I've been there. And I really want to get into everyone's heads. Why aren't you doing this? Because week in and week out, I show you how to do wholesaling deals. I show you how to get rich. I'm the only one on YouTube that actually show how to do it for free. And I'll show you the method. And you guys, most of you guys actually take action. I'll tell you that. I see the hustlers out there. I'm trying to reach the people that aren't hustling right now. You'll see it time and time again, and you still haven't done a wholesaling deal. It's not because the world's against you or you're in a bad. It's because you're not doing the dang work. Do the dang work. Put out 100 this week. I'm telling you, there is a thing called the upward spiral. It's the most truest form in wholesaling real estate. Everybody knows there is a downward spiral where you get a DUI and then you go to jail and then lose your job and things get bad, right? There's also the same thing. It's called momentum. Energy goes up and down. Life's going bad, life's going good, right? It's a constant flow state. But the cool part about the upward spiral is if you start doing things that make you a better person, make your life flow up better, over time, it just gets better. So for example, you start marketing to more sellers. Guess what happens? You get more leads on the spiral. Once you get more leads, you get more appointments. More appointments are more contracts. More contracts are more contracts to buyers. More buyers, more assignment of contracts. More assignment of contracts done. More money in your bank account. So the more you market, the more money you make in your bank account. So you want to know how you get more consistent leads, how you get more deals, more cash. Start with the upward spiral. Start at the bottom, which is doing more marketing, and that is going to lead to a domino effect of you doing more wholesaling deals. The problem is you guys don't want to start the domino. You just don't want to just topple that domino off because it's too much work. Why? There's so much money to be made by just starting positive momentum. One of the first things you can do is just start listening to positive people. People that actually are here to make your life better, that want to tell you, don't make excuses, don't be a crybaby. Wake up in the morning and have a purpose for your life to get you rich, your family rich, and financial freedom for you forever. That's the things you got to start listening to. So kudos to you watching this. I'm telling you, I've been broke and I've been rich. It's way better to be a rich wholesaler than a broke wholesaler. I'll tell you that. But there's a lot more work. There's a lot of suffering that I had to go through to get to this point, and you will suffer for this. But there's nothing great in life without suffering. Nothing. So you have to do a form of suffering, which is marketing. Being broke, suffering too, FYI. There's suffering everywhere. But if you can go out here and just start doing 100, that's all I'm telling you. Just try 100 texts. 100 a week. Just start it. Start 100. I promise you, you'll get more leads and you'll start doing deals consistently. I'm not saying 100 is going to get it to you. I'm at thousands a day, but just start with 100 a week and just start going up and up the spiral. Method number 5, this is trying for dollars. And I could get in a 45-minute rant. I ain't going to do it. Okay. Y'all have heard it before, but if you have gas in your tank right now, get in your dang car and just look for ugly houses. The reason why I get so amped up about this is because people have the audacity to come to me and say, Zach, my market is so saturated that I can't even pull one list because every wholesaler has done that list and there's just no point in me wholesaling. I should quit. I should give up and I should just be a sorry, broke person the rest of my life. And what these people think, they want me to say, oh, okay, it's so hard. Oh, you should just quit. No, who am I? Come on. If I was a quitter, I would have quit years ago. Okay. I didn't get to where I'm at right now in my life because I'm a quitter, because I'm a loser. I'm none of those things. Guys, you're never a loser in wholesaling real estate till you quit. And I never quit. I kept showing up every single day, getting punched in the face in wholesaling until I got up and punched the person that was punching me, which is my own self. Your biggest enemy is yourself, right? And so we have to understand is if you find that your market is super saturated, everyone's doing the same lists, which you'll find if you're in a Houston, Dallas, Sacramento, right, Phoenix type thing. You have to go and do what the other people aren't willing to do. Now, I'm not telling you to get this crazy saturated list or unsaturated list that like there's 4 people on the list, right? But you have to do something called a earned list. So a lot of people think there's only two lists out here in wholesaling real estate, right? There's free lists and paid lists, right? Free list is going to be like a government list, a water shutoff, a tax lien, tax delinquency. There's probates. There's arrest record lists. Like the government lists are great, right? And they're free. You get them from the government. They cost no money at all, right? It's a great one. There's also other type of lists. These are what we call the paid lists, right? These are lists from PropStream, listria.com. You can go to Deal Machine, pull like a pre-foreclosure list, stuff like that. You can go to zacdata.com, badge leads and get leads, right? You can pay a software to go get lists, right? There's also free softwares that pull like lists, but they're really bad quality, like really dookie because they don't actually spend millions and millions of dollars in their research and development. So they're terrible. But like, I just put them in the terrible category, right? I mean, there's people on Fiverr that sell you a pre-foreclosure list. Like it's terrible. But what I can tell you is there's free and paid, right? There's these two camps, more or less, right? But that's what the majority of real estate gurus tell you to do. Actually, honestly, gurus just tell you to do paid. Free, I can't sell if you're paying me $5,000 every single month for a program, I can't tell you that because it doesn't feel like a secret, right? So I tell about the free and paid. Gurus only tell about paid. But there's also this other secret. It is called the earned list. And the cool part about the earned list, and this is why we're talking about method 5 right here, is any wholesaler anywhere in the world, right? So we shout out to everyone in Poland. Okay, I'm going to shout out a country. Pretty much most developed countries with internet access, all the continents, maybe not Antarctica. Antarctica is not a continent, but I'm ranting. But if you're in Poland, like you can go pull the free government list in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can go to PropStream and get a list. Maybe you need a VPN in your country or whatever, right? You can do all these things. But the one thing you can't do, because the average Joe Schmo can't go get this list, is what we call the earned list. This is a list you actually have to earn. This isn't a list that you can just pay money or just wallop and just go on the internet and get. You actually have to put your blood, sweat, and tears in. Okay, no one gets jacked by sitting on their couch all day and manifest and thinking about getting jacked, right? They actually got to go do the work and earn it, right? You got to do the same exact thing for these lists. These are called earned lists. And my favorite earned list, technically second, is going to be what we call drying for dollars, where you get in your car and you look for ugly looking houses. That you can't buy this list. You have to earn it. So this is why we call them earned lists. And this is a list where I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how much money you spend in your marketing. You're never going to get that list, which makes it very rare. And usually, the less people on a list of ugly houses that market to it, the better chance when you call, text, do whatever you want, send mail, whatever, you get a wholesaling deal. So earned lists are super crucial and super great when you're in a big market. And so drying for dollars is going to be a big one. I would say 12 days, if you really go nuts, you can get a wholesaling deal off of an earned list. So all my wholesalers that love complaining, crying, too saturated, go dry for dollars. I promise you, you'll call these lists. You won't get sellers that say, oh, you're the 300th person to call me. Most likely not, right? I love drying for dollars. It's a cornerstone. I'm excited. We actually have a drying for deals challenge starting Friday on the Flipbook channel. I'm excited for that one. We're going to get everyone's butts into action because it worked last year really well. And we're going to do that. So we're talking about another earned list. My favorite one. This is actually reverse drying for dollars. So you'll probably get a deal 3 days faster because with drying for dollars, just traditionally, right, you have to go out here, skip trace, and call, which I know everyone starts crying when I say cold calling. The reason why reverse drying for dollars works so well, let me show you, is I always got this near me at all times in my office just to show people on Zooms and everything, right? We got sticky notes. These things are like yellow gold, like yellow gold. These things are gold, okay? This is like literally, these are $100 bills to me. They're like $5 bills if you look. They're like $50 bills probably, because if your average deal in my market's going to be 25, 30K on these things, these are like $50 bills. I put them out all day. $50 bill, $50 bill, $50 bill. If you start thinking about like this, you'll do well. These things say, hey, my name is Zach. I had a quick run your property. Please give me a call. Boom. Slap that on an ugly house. The reason why this works so much better than regular drying for dollars and you get deals so much quicker is I don't have to skip trace. I get inbound leads coming to me and I don't have to go cold call or spend any money. Just boom, 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 boom. The average person has to spend 50, 60 cents on a postcard when this thing's free. And this gets a better response rate than postcards because someone actually wrote it versus you spending 65 cents on a stamp and getting a postcard on there, like just getting a letter, right? It's terrible. These sticky notes are amazing. I'm the only wholesaler still to talk about this on YouTube. It's really sad, but I've made people millions of dollars this year, tens of millions actually, right? I know a guy already at $1 million just from this method. We're gonna have him on the podcast soon. I'm excited about that. But tens of millions of dollars are being produced from other wholesalers from this method. It's insane. If I had drawing for dollars from just people on this channel, it's close to hundreds of millions just from drawing for dollars, earn list type things. But reverse drawing for dollars is an amazing method that most wholesalers aren't doing. You have a car, you got gas, go and do this method. Just put out, I would love for you to put 100, just do 50. I know that seems small time, but I promise you do it a long enough time horizon, you'll actually get wholesaling deals. So shout out to Upper Echelon, 85 reverse try for dollars this weekend. That's a hustler right there. And that's somebody that's actually listening to what I say and doing the work. So shout out to Upper Echelon there, doing the work, doing what needs to be done. So shout out to him right there. Love to see that. Love to see the people actually going out here and doing the work and doing what they need to stink and do. Method number 3, door knocking. Now, this is not the sexiest way, but what's the fastest way? Did I say was the title of this video the easiest way to get a wholesaling deal or the fastest way? It was the fastest way. And I'll tell you, door knocking works. I don't know, it's a pun, but like, don't knock until you try it. It's not fun, but you'll get deals fast. And I promise you this. If you can knock on doors on the pre-foreclosure list, a probate, a lien, you will get deals way quicker than anything else. I promise you this. Just getting in front of a seller and having a face-to-face conversation versus a call or text, it is way different. All right. This is why people, don't hang out over, phone, like FaceTime versus just hanging out like in person. It's just way different. I don't care what you have to say. The human to human interaction is just so much different. And when you can go in front of somebody and just knock on the door and they answer and you know what to say, way better. And I think everyone really freaks out on what to say on a door knock. It's pretty simple. It's like, hey, my name's Zach. Me and my partner are looking to buy some houses around the area. This seems like a house I might want to buy. Are you looking to sell it at all? MCTP, conversation. I probably won't do the appointment right there. That's a little weird. Come back, get some more information, set up the appointment, go back, maybe with a partner. But it's simple. It's really, and if someone's mean, you just get out of there, right? It's not that complicated. That's it. 7 days. You get the right lists. Just door knock on people's houses. You can pay someone to do it. Probably rather do it yourself. Door knockers are not the easiest people to hire, but just do a very simple conversation. You're good to go. People freak out. What if somebody says, why are you putting a sticky note on my door? Me and my partner looking to buy some houses for cash around the area. You're looking to sell it? No? Okay. Sorry about that. Boom. Go to the next one. That's it. A lot of people overcomplicate it. They overthink things. Remember, you just talk to sellers and say, hey, are you looking to sell your property? Me and my partner looking to buy a couple. Oh, how dare you just politely ask me? It's all in your head. Method 2, direct mail. Now, direct mail is long and short at the same time. Once the direct mail hits and calls start coming in, you get deals fast. Same day for our company. Because we do the ROS, we do a lot of postcards and, other type of direct mail we do. It's fast. I would say about 5 days after mailing is probably going to be most people, if they do the right list, they do exactly right, they do the offer meter, all these things. Freelson.com will teach you how to do direct mail. Now, it's the fastest way. Is it the cheapest way? No. But you can do probate mailers. You can do letters, right? There's free ways to do it, paid ways. But direct mail works. And it's the king in our business. We got to spend a lot of money. But remember, we make hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it makes sense. Now, is it the best ROI? No, but it's the best ROT. And I think that's something a lot of wholesalers don't understand. There is a return on investment. But if I was only focusing on my return on investment, all I'd be doing was door knocking, right? Yeah, but I'm not going to make hundreds of thousands every single month doing that. I look at the ROT. So I look at my acquisitions managers. I need them to be in front of sellers and on the phones 24/7 if I can. In 8 hours, I want them on appointments all day. I don't want them sitting on their desk waiting for a phone call to come in. And the best way for me to get their butts out of the office, they have an office, but I don't really go to the office, if that makes sense. I just don't work a 9 to 5. For them to get out of their little offices at their houses and just go to the appointments, guess what? They got to be having qualified sellers. And direct mail is the best way to get somebody's butt out of there and doing it. Now, it's not the cheapest. When it comes to scaling, it's probably a necessity for most people, but that's just a way to get deals really fast. And I want to do my number one method. Now, before I announce the number one method, before I get the whole pitchforks in the wholesaling community going after me, I've thought about this hard, and I'm doing this selfishly. For Zach Ginn, what's the fastest way for him to get a wholesaling deal? He starts at 9 a.m. and by 5 p.m. he needs a contract signed. What is he doing? Like, what am I personally doing, right? I do a live stream. I do it. It's the easiest one. So I always look at the way I do it. I make offers on contracts a lot on YouTube. And about every, I would say, roughly about every 6 hours, I have found when I do this certain thing on YouTube, I live stream it. I get somebody that accepts my lowball offer, and I basically can get a contract at that point, right? About every 6 hours. So if I do 8 hours, I can probably every single day get a contract done by myself, live streaming it, right? 8-hour live streams a lot, and probably the most boring thing for most people. That's why I only give myself like an hour and a half. So that's why usually I do a lot of offers, and then some I get accepted, some they don't. This is cold calling. These are just FSBOs, Zillow for sale buyers. Now I know these are deals, right? So I'm not telling you it's like the most amazing thing in the world. I'd rather do other things because calling FSBOs all day drives me crazy sometimes. But in 8 hours, if you want to get a deal a day, and these are like $7,000 deals and over 30 days, like you make $100,000 really fast. You just go to Zillow, right? So you see my little spinner wheel, and all I basically got to do is spin a market, pull it up, call the seller, make sure I get all the FSBOs that are over 100 days old. Then I scroll down. I offer 70% at minimum for the MAO. I like to go way below that. I can go to the Zillow for rents, cold call the cash buyers, sign of contract done, 5, 6, 7, 8 grand. These aren't deals I'm making $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. Now, the biggest FSBO I've ever done is $50,000. You just search Zach Ginn. No, you search Flip with Rick, for sale by owner deal, or you go on my vlogs. I made $55,000. We got the HUDs and everything on a wholesaling deal on a Zillow for sale by owner. That was the biggest FSBO I've ever done. I think I was 20 years old. So that was 3 years ago. That was pretty gangster, I would say. But you just do those offers. Now, am I telling you, hey, go offer 90% of the list price? No, 70 for your MAO and just be below that. I promise you, if you do that over a long enough time horizon, you'll do it. But most people are scared out of their pants to go out here and go to Zillow and do offers. That should not be your only marketing channel. That should not be your only way of doing wholesaling deals. That should not be it. It is a tool in your tool belt. So if you're a carpenter, handyman, whatever you do, you're not using your screwdriver for everything. You're not going to hammer in a nail with a screwdriver, right? You're going to use a hammer, right? We're not going to cut something with a screwdriver, right? But we can use a screwdriver when we got a screw. There's Phillips head screwdrivers, and then there's flatheads, and then like all these things, right? It's just a tool on the tool belt. Don't be the person that tries to do everything with a screwdriver. It's weird, okay? Or do everything with a knife. Like that's not how you get stuff done. You have to go out here and get multiple things in your tool belt. I'm not telling you to go do 50 different marketing lists and channels and methods, all these things. But I'm telling you just to systematically go out here and do it. I promise every single person watching this, if you do one of these 9 methods, you'll get wholesaling deals. If you do it consistently, you'll get even more wholesaling deals. The man or woman that can consistently show up and do the work every single day on the right list for a right amount of time will do deals. And what I could probably say is if you can commit to at least, let's do 10 hours a week of marketing for any of those methods, you will get wholesaling deals. I can promise you consistently show up for, if you give me, I'll tell everyone, if you can give me 10 hours documented, if you can document it, which most people can document it, 10 hours a week for a year straight, and you cannot get one wholesaling deal, I promise you, you're not doing any of those 9 methods. And every single person, I've gotten about 4 or 5 people hop on a live stream with me on a one-on-one, say, Zach, I did it, and you were wrong. You're a loser. You don't know what you're talking about. And I say, okay, well, what list did you do? I cold called the pre-foreclosures. Well, you didn't go to freewholesaling.com on the pre-foreclosure section where I spent an hour on pre-foreclosures to show you everything I knew about pre-foreclosure so you don't mess up. And also mention, you got to go to freeholesaling.com, go through the whole course, and you'll know what to do. I say don't cold call the pre-foreclosures. Is a waste of time. And that's all you did. Of course, that's why you failed over a year. If you go to freeholesaling.com, I have rules for wholesaling for lists. Okay. It's like pairing with food, right? Peanut butter and jelly, good pairing, right? So cold calling a high equity list, good pairing. Cold calling pre-foreclosure, bad. It's like putting mayo on a peanut butter sandwich. Ew, no, disgusting. Yeah, right? We don't do that. It's about pairing things together. Apple pie, ice cream, beautiful, right? You just have to learn how to do it the right way. And so go to freeholesaling.com, commit to 10 hours a week. Anything I teach you in freeholesaling.com, whatever method, I give you game plans, strategies, all these things. You will get your first wholesaling deal. You'll make $100K. But you don't do it, you won't do it. And so the reason why I wanted to say that is we're going to have people go in the comments here. We're going to go have people go in the one-on-ones, ask me questions. And the people that are struggling, I can promise you that they didn't go to freeholesaling.com and they didn't spend a year, 10 hours a week minimum. So that's one little rule I'm going to give everyone. So you go on me and say, it's terrible. You didn't go through freeholesaling.com and you haven't done that. I like to simplify wholesaling because the gurus really want to complicate it. And I just have that little rule. It's over, right? There's no reason why you're not rich because you got to do that. That is it. So let's do some one-on-ones. Let's do some comments. Let's read some comments real quick. See how I can help the people out. I really appreciate everybody hopping on today and supporting me on the channel. It means the world to me. I wanted to give a shout out to you guys too. We hit 40,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So that means the world to me. You guys actually trust what I say. And obviously you've seen the results that everyone watching us has done. So that's amazing. And I really appreciate it. So first comment, what's the website that I say? Well, I'll put it on the bottom for you. It is called freeholesaling.com. It's my free real estate wholesaling course where I teach you guys how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. No money at all involved. It's a free wholesaling course. I don't know how I can be more transparent about that. Go to freeholesaling.com. For banded comments, do you reply to the comment or the DM? You put a phone number so they call you. There's no DMing. I mean, they could DM you theoretically if they wanted to, but just put your phone. Literally, here, let me give you the ad copy one more time. Here's the ad copy. I'd probably screenshot this if I were you. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Let me get some water to screenshot that. That's what I put on the bandit comments. Screenshot. All right. That's a good one. I'm telling you. Freeholesaling.com. That's it. Just type that in. You'll be good. All right. Chevelle says, is 1 hour cold calling a day enough to get a deal? It depends on the list. I mean, 7 hours. So if you did a drawing for dollars list, yes, 100%, right? Now, if I did a high equity list, it's going to be tough if you're not using a dialer. So it really depends on the list. I would prefer you spent an hour reverse drawing for dollars. That's probably going to be more effective of your time. Because remember, we talk about ROT here a lot. Return on your time. You only have an hour a day. You're not going to hit that 10. It's going to be really difficult. I hate to say it. And for most people, if you sleep an hour less, I know it's controversial to say. And as a man that sleeps 8 hours a day, I'm not the guy to tell you to sleep 2 hours a day, but like, guys, you can live on 7 hours. I'm telling you, you can. And if you put that extra hour into wholesaling, it's a sacrifice you got to make. Or if you want your 8 hours, see how much time you spend on your social medias, see how much time you spend on YouTube, scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on bad things. And you're on YouTube right now, like watching the cat videos. I love cat videos, by the way, but I got to stop myself because they're amazing, right? I got a cat driving a car. I was like, I got to stop myself from watching this. Is this going to get me rich? I got to think about that, right? But you got to understand, how are you spending your day? Are you really, truly in your heart know you're spending every single day perfectly and get an hour less of sleep? If not, get rid of the thing that's not getting you rich. Let's see here. And I'm excited, guys, on the, we are coming out with the new skip tracing platform. I can't guarantee it's going to be this week. It might be the week after. In the next 2 weeks, we'll have it. I promise you. It's going to change TreePeopleSearch.com is not even going to be a real thing anymore. Honestly, it's going to be sad because all the previous videos I talk about it, but this new platform is going to be more insane. It's going to make make a lot of skip tracing platforms broke. And I'm excited about it. It's going to be really gangster, and it's going to be given to the people for free because the people deserve it. And I just like giving back to the community. Like I love freehosting.com, changed everything, and we're excited about that. And everyone's going to be able to pretty much figure out where anyone lives and everyone's phone number. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. But I know I've been hyping it, but I've been hyping it for a while. It was crazy. So I'm excited. So shout out to Steve. Steve, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Dolphins this year. And he's excited about, I don't think he's even excited about the Patriots, but he's just like there for them, right? Tony, what's up, Tony? I don't know what's up your last name, man. We'll see. Might need a name change there. Tell me what to do every day and I'll document it. I already paid a coach 20 grand and I haven't gotten a deal. That's usually what I see all the time. You pay a coach 20 grand. Pay a coach $20,000. Jeez Louise, man. Dude, you should not pay another man $20,000 for something. Unless they are actually building you a house, they're renovating a house for you, they're a butler, a personal chef. I don't even pay a personal trainer for that. $20,000 is a ridiculous amount of money. And to get no thing back, you got to ask for a refund. That's highway route. That's just, oh my Lord, 20 grand. I'm going to cry. Dude, go to freehosting.com. I show you everything you need to do. 10 hours a day. Any of those 9 methods get to work. Or Tony, hop on the one-on-ones here and I'll talk to you for free. I promise you. Holy moly. Yeah. Let's see here. First live. What's up, Tavian? Awesome. Or Taven. Please tell me how to say it the right way, but shout out to you. Tony says, I'm cold calling agents all day. Well, go back to your person you paid 20 grand for and see how it's going. I'm telling you, do not cold calling agents all day. I don't even get into it. But find me 30 wholesalers making $50K a month cold calling agents all day by themselves. Find me 50 and I'll find you 50. I'll find you 50 this week. Or that made $50K this week without cold calling agents, right? I think everyone thinks it's so sexy to cold call agents all day, but if you compare the amount of people not cold calling agents that are doing well versus the ones that are, it's different. You know, I get the whole MLS, non-MLS debate. I'll let the MLS guys do it. I personally know guys on the MLS making $100K a month. They're great dudes, but I don't think you guys can do it. I also know people that can bench 400 pounds. I don't think you should bench 400 pounds. It's crazy. Lori, I paid $40,000. Now the same coach is pushing their new program and they'll come out and do everything for you in 3 days. Only $20,000. 40. I'm legit going to cry. That's like, that hurts. I've gotten $40,000 deals stolen from me and it hurts. It hurts my soul. Steve, you've never hated the Dolphins because the Dolphins never beaten the Patriots unless you look the Miracle Miami game. But I'm not going to get that. But yeah, we'll talk to the people. So we got some one-on-ones. Let's talk to the people here, see how I can help them out. Remember, guys, you'll pay $20,000, $40,000 for a coach. I'll literally talk to you one-on-one for free every week. For free. It costs no money. Just let me give you the StreamYard link and just do it. Like I don't know anybody else that'll give you a StreamYard link. And as a guy that I could put like a PayPal link to pay me 20 grand, and people will pay me 20 grand for like a Zoom once a week or something, or they come to like, I don't know, for coffee or whatever, for lunch or something every week. They'll pay me 20 grand to do that for like a year or like once a month or something crazy. Probably, I'm guessing. People have offered me that, but I do it for free. And I literally hop on and talk to you guys for free. It's insane. I'm the only guy that'll do it. It's nuts. So there's a StreamYard link. I put my money where my mouth is. Talk to me. Xavier, what's up, man?
Yo, Zach, what's up? You get me?
Dude, every day above ground's an amazing day. How can I help you out today?
All right, so look, we back at square one, man. I know I've been talking to you for months. I haven't got my first deal. but I'm not gonna give up. So I went to get the probate from the clerk of courts, and they said they didn't do that. And I was caught. I was really trying to get on the phone because basically I got a newspaper, and it basically has the pre-foreclosures in that, or like the probate houses that are going into probate before auction. So I was just going to ask, like, is that a good way to market to those sellers?
No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Okay.
So you went to the court, and they said when people die, it just goes up. It's a duel, and people get a punch to see who gets the house.
They just said we don't do that. It goes directly to the.
So Xavier, what you need to do is next time a rich guy dies, just claim that you own the house, and you'll get a $20 million house all day, every day. There would be no probate court, and it's all up to anyone, right? No, that's stupid. Probate, like, the reason why probate court's a thing is I can't just say, hey, I'm the heir to this $20 million fortune. It's mine. Like,
I didn't say that, but I went in there. I was like, just ask.
No, say that. Like, you got to be ridiculous. Like, so I can just go to some rich dude in this county that dies and I can just claim his fortune and I just get it. Literally, it's a stupid question to say, but it's actually true. They, you know why? It's a yes or no question.
Right. Okay.
And if they say no, that's not how it works. You actually have to go through a court process when somebody dies. Oh, what court? The probate court? Ooh.
Yeah.
How do I get a list of that, right?
Right.
I don't think you're talking to the right person. Do you talk to the actual manager of the entire building?
Yes, I talked to the manager of the building. He said,
and they said to your face, probates aren't real and they're fake.
Yes, he didn't say they are fake. He said he just
are probates fake?
No,
they're
not fake. No, it's not fake. And
what county is it in?
I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Be back at square one. See if you could pull it up on the site, because it might pop up on the site. I tried the site also, it didn't pop up.
You're making me, bro. You're really like testing my patience today, Xavier.
Listen, bro.
I'm not saying in a mean way, but like, dude, look, I literally just pulled up the probate court for Kent County, Michigan.
Okay.
So how are probates fake if there's a legit probate court, a phone number? He's the actual chief probate judge. This is another judge. This is the register for probates.
So like, should I contact the judge?
There's a phone number right here, bro.
I know. So I went to the office.
You don't have probates. Why do you have a website that says probate court?
Exactly. And they told me they was just like, we don't do probate records here. So I'm like, so where does the records go?
Call the Honorable Avery D. Rose, probate judge, right here.
Okay, sounds good. All right, that's all I really wanted to know. That was
Bro, it's right here. Think about this. I want everyone watching this. I don't know if there's probates. Search your county and then say the word probate, and this website will pop up.
Okay. All right, cool. That's really all I have to say.
All right.
I appreciate it. Have a good night, bro.
Bro, call them. Get it. You got this.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Y'all just use your brain. I know you go to Grand Rapids, say, give me the probates. And what? Just think for a second, search your county, and then just space probates. I promise you will pop up. Probates are a real thing. It's actually a necessity in this country because we are a common law. It's the way the Constitution's written, basically off of England's law. And basically, when people die, that we have to figure out who gets the stuff, because if that doesn't work, then it's just a free-for-all, and we don't like that. It's stupid. So probates are real. They're not fake. It's like saying are ghosts real. It's like that. We can debate that. We ain't going to debate probates. It's real. I've never had legit lawyer tell me probates aren't real. I know he's not a lawyer, but it's funny. David, what's up, man? You're muted. Unmute yourself. Bottom left hand. There we go.
Okay, nice. Thank you,
David,
Zach.
do you believe in probates?
Yes.
Or is it a conspiracy theory?
No, I wanted to ask about probate.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I have a few questions.
Of course, man.
Okay. So what my list, like, I'm new. I've been trying to get a deal. I've been following you for like months. Like, daddy Netflix, just watching you because like using my time wisely. Now I'm in between jobs. I'm just like really focusing these few weeks I'm off to get a wholesale deal. My goal is to lock up a deal and give it to you right on sell my paper, like get a few deals
Yes.
done. Yeah. All right. So the first question is, the past 2 weeks, I've been focusing on a few different lists. I'm in New Jersey. So I have access to listrei.com. It was coincidence they just uploaded that list the other day of how to use PropStream, because like I was like literally just like using it, and like you made that video, which was like unbelievable timing. So that list of like, how to pull liens, make sure like the house is, it's close to the medium sale price, and it has equity, all that stuff. So the point is, then I go to True People Search, and some of these also have pre-foreclosures. So I'm at True People Search, I see there's like 3-4 phone numbers. So I started off texting, but then I found like I'm texting a disconnected number. So like, let me at least try to call them first, see if the number rings. And then I'm like, okay, if the number rings, then I'll text it. But sometimes it's wireless or landline. So it's like, if I'm doing all that, I am calling the pre-foreclosures first, but I know it's kind of like in vain. It's kind of like a waste of time. So I wanted to get your opinion on like, okay, pre-foreclosures. If I'm going to text, I kind of need to call first to see what number is working. So see like the quagmire there, it's like a catch-22. Like,
Where do you live?
New Jersey, Somerset.
Where are you wholesaling?
I'm trying Somerset County, New Jersey, just different New Jersey counties. I'm trying Allentown, Jacksonville. I'm trying all over. Jacksonville.
Okay.
I'm trying everywhere.
So, I mean, you probably just not do the pre-foreclosures then if they're all not working on True People Search.
Okay, because then I also go to government list. I'm like, they're highly motivated. So I'm also doing John for dollars with the pre-foreclosures. So I mean,
you can either put a stick-it on someone's house to get their phone number, use truepeoplesearch.com because that's honestly the only tool you really got.
Yeah.
Or you just give up with that type of list, right? And so like, I mean, it's either giving up or not doing it, right? Or doing it. And so I'm going to tell you to do it, but just send the text out, man. I know each one's weird, but like calling a pre-foreclosure ain't going to be the move, man.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. So let's say now probates. So I have access to different probates, like from county records, and I'm like doing the same thing. Like I'm texting, calling the executor, it's called here in New Jersey, but like no one's responding. So it just feels like a waste of time. Like I know it's not a waste of time in theory, but it's so aggravating.
How many calls did you make last week?
Probably like 20, 30 a day to probate.
140. What was the contact rate?
0. Because
zero.
Yeah, it's time.
That's 0 answers out of 140.
Probably like close to maybe 90 realistically over the past 2 weeks.
90 answers?
Not 90 outreaches. Not all probates. Probates was probably about 30 or 40.
David, you did 90 calls and you're saying why am I not doing well? It's like the guy that says I did 90 pull-ups, I'm not jacked. What's going on? It's 90 pull-ups over a week, then over a year, and then we can see how strong you are after that. So you got 0 pickups after over 90, right?
Yes, basically, yes.
But you need either your dialer's not working or using Google Voice.
I'm using Google Voice for my virtual markets, but it's so time consuming because like I need to see, okay, these people have properties. So I'm in list REI. Then I'm going to see like the executor. Then I'm skip tracing them. So it's like each lead is like 5 minutes because I'm new to it. I'm not too efficient at it. So it's like, it's not like I just like pulled a list and I have these numbers. Like I'm doing everything manually. So it's like a little bit time because now I'm seeing if they have property, who's the property under, like if there's liens on the property,
So the 90 calls you made.
Yeah.
What list were they from?
They were from a mix of lien list, pre-foreclosures, and probates.
How many of those 90s were pre-foreclosures?
Probably like half of them.
So why do you think I say pre-foreclosures just don't answer, man? They're all getting called from loan sharks, servicing companies, all these things. So you theoretically did 50 calls and not one answer.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah.
Was it from your personal cell or from a Google Voice, those 50?
Both. I use both.
25?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, roughly something like that. Yeah. Okay. I don't know the exact numbers, Zach, but next time I'll be more prepared. But I don't.
Either you know the numbers know you and run you. So I would do your personal cell phone number and just call 25 code violations and see if one person picks up. Heck, okay. argue, just cold call the Zillow for sale by owner and see if people are picking up. Call your mom to see if she picks up. I mean, you might be spam likely, dude. I don't know.
I'm gonna do the for sale by owners on Zillow, like, because that's a good way to use my time, especially.
Call your friend and see what pops up. It might be spam likely. That's usually a killer for most people.
Okay.
But I mean, dude, you only did 90 calls, and that's not getting you spam likely. That's 10, 12 a day ish, 13, 14.
Mhm. So all right, so that's the game plan. I'll do the code violations, I'll do FISBOs, and then I'll do maybe virtual drawing for dollars, the pre-foreclosure.
David, you're all over the board here. You're doing like Allentown, Jacksonville, Somerset. You need to pick 2 markets, a local market and a virtual market. That is it. Pick 2.
Okay.
So we have Somerset County right now.
Yeah.
I think you should only reverse try for dollars there because cold calling is a mess for you. I can see.
Yeah.
And then for the other virtual market, you pick 1. We get 3 good cash buyers. We find the areas and we do a sniper approach at them. Go after it.
Okay. And then Zach, my last question is, the only lead I had coming in that's like hot right now is a pre-foreclosure that also is in probate. I did reverse drive.
I love that combo, man. It's one of the best combos out there.
Now, the only thing is I haven't been able to see the house for the first time, like in person, like the inside, because I've been in touch with her 2-3 times, but she's always like, oh, I'm out of town this week. You know how it is. Like, I'm not around. Oh, I'm working a job. Oh, I'm not there, because she's not living at the house. But she gave me a whole rundown, and I think I can make a pretty good profit on it. And again, I just want to get it and lock it up and put it right on Sell My Paper so you guys could assist with it. But like with her, I might go see her on Tuesday. But like if she just kind of curves me again, I don't really know how the best way to handle it.
Just lock up a deal. Just lock it up.
Yeah.
Better lock it up. I got Somerset's northern Jersey, right?
Yeah, I'm
right.
like 15, 20 minutes from Newark Airport.
I got the connection, man. Northern Jersey. I get all these deals done. So I'm good.
We'll get it done.
Get a contract signed, though. It's better to get a contract signed than to sit around and not get the contract signed and then have somebody steal your deal.
Okay.
It's the same dude that I work with in New Jersey to get deals done. He's trying to get that deal probably in his CRM. I'm not scaring you.
Oh, okay.
But like, get it locked up, dude. Just say, okay, hey, I know you're really busy, Mr. Seller. Why don't we get the agreement signed right here, and then we can go see at the time that works best for you.
So that's what I was going to ask you about. Like, so since it's hard to get in touch with her to see the house, is kind of like make an offer with maybe DocuSign and be like, it's kind of make it like that. Yeah, and then just be like, okay, it's contingent on we'll just come through with my contractor, So just
one line I always use is, as long as the house is like has no big problems and you're a woman of your word with what's going on, we can do this price. But if you're lying about the roof, you're lying about the roaches, rats, we have to change it. And guess what? To her best knowledge, none of those are the issues because she hasn't seen the house. And so if there's something bad that happens, you can change it. Now, if nothing's wrong. Be a man of your word. Keep your word. It's important. But if like there's a bunch of issues at the house, right? Like, okay, yeah, we got to switch it up. I got no problem with that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Zach. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Hop on every week, man. You're invited.
Thank you, brother. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right. I need 100 calls. All right. You did 90. Let's do 100. All right.
Yes.
And if no one picks up out of 100, it's not the list. At that point, it's your dialer or something's up. We got to figure that out. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Zach. For real.
So try the FISBOs and see if they pick up. All right, man.
I will. Thank you again.
All right. Give it up. Boom. All right. Tony.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? How's it going?
Good. You kind of already asked. Yeah. Kind of already answered it. I said, how dumb am I calling agents all day?
Your last name's Novation and you're calling agents, dude. What do you think I'm going to say?
Well,
is your last name Novation?
What's that?
Is your last name Novation?
No. It's just a
German
YouTube moniker.
All right. So you're calling agents and do novations.
No,
so
I'm just
that's
calling agents to do wholesaling, not novation.
Oh, that's just your moniker.
Yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel or something?
No, it's just something I picked.
Okay. So what do you need help with?
What else should I be doing besides that?
All right. So I can tell you how to wholesale in the MLS. So where are you wholesaling out of?
I'm focusing on Jacksonville right now, but I don't live anywhere near there.
Okay. Where do you live?
I live in North Idaho.
Yeah, that's what's up there. One market I tried wholesaling, it did not go well. It's Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, that's where I live. That's where I live.
I was like, screw that. It did not work out for me. Eastern Oregon's okay. Okay. So if you're going to do MLS in Jacksonville, how many cold offers are you making a day? Or are you cold calling the agent and making the offer? Or you're just doing the
cold calling the agent, trying to make offers, but I don't know. What do you mean by offers? Actually submitted offers? Because I'm texting
there's two
offers.
ways. So in the state of Florida, when you do a lot of MLS wholesaling, there's two thoughts of camps, and these are people selling $15,000 course. I know how the game works. They either just send out contracts, no calling, and just see and then the agent calls them. Which honestly, like you do 50 or 70 of those, you get some automated software with it. Is actually not a terrible strategy. Or you call the agent, try to schmooze them over. The agent finds out you're not a real estate agent. They get a little butthurt and then because Florida, you can't do dual agency. And so it's like, it's a mess. So I'm guessing you're calling the agent yourself and trying to make the offer like that, right?
Yeah.
Why would you not do a dual agency state? It's a lot easier, man.
I told you I have a coach, and I did not know that this was a non-dual agency state. But
screw your coach. If your coach I don't know his or her name, but like, are they telling you to do the dual agency thing?
Yes,
it's illegal in the state of Florida. I'm just letting you don't. Okay. An agent, like, they know that, and they're gonna look at you like you're an idiot.
All right,
like,
that's good to know.
Really so dual agency, if everyone watching this, basically they can represent you as the buyer and the seller. Now, agents, I know some scrupulous ones that will do it. You'll lose your license doing it. It's bad. And I'm not a guy that's a stickler of the rules, but it's against legit the law to do it. And so I would do another state if I were you. I mean, I got some agents that are very sweet when they figure out it's dual agency. So pick a good dual agency.
What's a good state that's not dual agency?
I believe, between you and me, the problem is MLS, you want volume and you want cheap ARVs. I believe Tennessee you can. I do not do MLS in Tennessee though. Let me figure it out. Let me list, actually. There's a list I can get you. You could have paid me 20 grand. I would have told you that. All right. Dual agency states illegal. So I believe it's 7. Let's see here. 8 states, my bad. Okay.
8 states are non-dual agency?
Yes. So where's the list here? Come on, give me the list, man. Alaska, Colorado, Florida, Kansas, Maryland, Texas, Vermont, Wyoming. So honestly, Texas and Florida, Kansas is actually a decent one too. Outside, I'd go Tennessee, man. So in Florida, it's actually wow. Yeah, it's actually, you're considered a, yeah, wow. The Senate actually passed that. So it is actually a law. It's not even a realtor law. Like, yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, Florida, no.
All right, that's good to know. So
dual agency though, man, like it's actually a cheat code. And now it's not going to be the best.
Do you think I'm wasting my time by using Privy and making cold calls to agents and trying to get wholesale deals from the MLS?
There's guys that do it. I'm not telling you're like super dumb doing it, because like it is a way to do it, but it's not my favorite way. And the way I always look at it is, would you do better cold calling 8 hours a day on a drawing for dollars list or a government type list than doing that? You're way better doing that. And then when you go through all the EMD hassle, controlling the title company, it's a fight every single time. And it's mentally draining for me. And then it's always a gotcha game. The realtor's always playing gotcha with these MLS deals for me. Gotcha. It's so annoying. I'd rather just make my $30,000, $40,000 spreads just with sellers, and then it's easy like that. So I would probably pick Tennessee if I were you. Having a good title company with them. Your coach probably has the whole script for you, so I guess that works. But just honestly, you're probably not doing well right now because the agents aren't even taking you seriously with dual agency. And so your method actually might be perfect. I know guys that do coaching things and they work well. I think you need to get in the right state and then figure out if that'll work or not. Mm-hmm. I know it's weird to say. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys quit doing it, but like try it in a state that actually it does work and see if that might help you out. Because I've done that method. It works great, but I found it's better for me doing something else.
Okay. So if I did something else, I was thinking maybe now do that number one method that you recommended, the Zillow Fizbos. So maybe split my time, calling using Privy.
I wouldn't do that either, man, because Zillow Fizbos, it's a day of calling and then all the Fizbos are done. There's not a lot. There's really not. Over 100 days, not a lot at all. For MLS, I like to stay below 75% of the list price for an MAO also, because all my cash buyers have FOMO. I call it MLS, and I also call it Fizbo FOMO syndrome, where the cash buyer feels, because it's listed for 100, you have it locked up for 70. They're like, I could have done that. Now, once you get locked up for like 60, 55, they're like, okay, that's a good deal. So I like to say 75% of the listing price for an MAO also. And so I just sell it to the cash buyer for 75% of the list price, and then whatever underneath there, I just keep for myself.
Okay, so that's not going to be, a viable strategy just to do Zillow Fizbos. Then what would you recommend? Just government lists?
So if you're doing Tennessee, government lists.
Okay.
Hands down, all day, every day in Tennessee.
It's code violations or anything else?
Code violations. I like water shutoffs. I like the fire damage properties. I like tax delinquencies. I like the tax liens. Arrest records are amazing. Nobody ever does those. Let's just stick to those for now.
Okay.
I could say go probates all day. I could say I would do the evictions also. That's a good one too. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Try it out, man. I'll do 50-50 and see which one's producing better results for you. How many are you talking to a day?
Maybe really I'm maybe having like 5 good conversations a day, but I'm calling all day and texting all day, but not having a lot of conversations.
And shout out to the guy that founded that software thing. I think I've talked to him before. The one thing I've always had, I'm not a problem, but the way softwares do it is, I know everyone say it's an opportunity on the MLS. You never know if it's an opportunity until you actually get in front of that agent and see if they're desperate or not. No software is going to tell me if the agent's desperate because they don't tell me when the listing agreement expires. That's how you actually know. So that from what I've seen on the MLS, until you actually get in front of the agent and you can kind of feel them out if they're actually okay with the offer or not, no software is going to give you the opportunity. So you just got to do them all, unfortunately.
Okay. One last question. How hard is it to move like a package of 7 properties? Is that hard? Harder than normal?
It's harder than one, hands down, because you got to get the right. Do you have a package of 7?
Yeah, there's somebody in Jacksonville that will move a package of 7 properties, a discount only for all 7.
City of Jacksonville? Are we talking like outskirts? Are we
City
talking
of Jacksonville? Yeah.
If it's in City of Jacksonville, there's plenty of buyers there. I know like 3 or 4 dudes that'll buy it, but they're kind of unscrupulous. But they got millions that they can drop like that. Are these going to be cash flowing?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Like, can I get a renter in there tomorrow?
Oh, no. They all need to be.
I hate turnkey.
A lot of rehab needed for all of these.
Yeah, so you're going to have to get a flipper instead. I know some good flippers too. You can just go to just go to PropStream and just go to the flippers tab and just call those people.
Okay.
And then there'll be plenty. Are they 7 separate deeds or are they all under one deed?
7 separate deeds.
So you got to get 7 contracts and then you can do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier because the seller's going to expect to close on one day. That's your main issue.
They want to do 3. They said they would do 14, but they might not give me the discount. So
try your best, man.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it. Boom. All right. Chevelle.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Zach.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed. What's up? How can I help you out?
Okay, so I just have a couple of quick questions about my cold calling. So how many numbers should I be calling for one lead? Like, let's just say I'm trying to reach Zach Ginn, and then they give me 20 or 30 phone numbers, which is, I think, is too much to call for one person. So how much ideally should I be calling for each person when they give me too many numbers?
Are you using a paid software for this?
No. I'm using True People Search.
Just the first 3.
Oh, really?
And then whatever says wireless. I don't even do landline pretty much.
Oh wow. Okay, so the first three numbers inside of that first record on the person, correct?
Yep.
Got it. Okay. And then for my list, for my government list, how many times should I call the list before it's time for me to move on and pull a new list?
Government list should be called once and then repull it.
Okay, and then re-pulled. Okay, great.
Depends on the
And
list, obviously, but yeah,
say that again.
it depends on like the evictions. I just call them once. So
What
the
about code
probate
violations? Like
code violations, I pull every month, and if it's still active, I'll recall it.
okay.
So
And
every month there's new active and new unactive, and some just stay active and I just recall them. Some don't. So pull it every month.
Every month. Okay. And so for my like what? Okay, so I'm calling the code violation list, which is like the main list that I'm calling. I'm also calling some FISBOs, and like I have an hour to call, but to be honest with you, that's why I asked like, is the hour enough? I want to make more calls. You know, I have two babies, so you know sometimes I can't. They're not asleep, so I'm making calls while they're awake, and people hear them in the background. But no one's really had an issue with it.
Who cares? I mean, I think that's cool. I mean, you're multitasking. Like it's, oh, you're a mom. I'm so mad. No one says that. Everyone gets it.
Okay. So I'm thinking to bump up my time maybe, and like, can you like tell me anything else like I should be doing? Of course, I know to go to your website and continue to learn from everything that I've been doing so far from your website. But like, do you have anything that you feel I should be doing right now?
I mean, you're a mom of two. It's tough. I mean, if you only have an hour, do the hour, right? I would prefer you do two, but like, I mean, if it depends how much hours you got. So,
well, like I said, like they take their naps in the daytime, right? And that's an hour right there. But then there's going to be a guaranteed time where they're not sleeping there in the background. You probably
are you
can hear
staring at
them.
the kids for like 2 hours? Like what? Why can't you do an extra hour of calling? You're in the back, put some Coco Melon on, just get calling.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like you're against that. Like Coco Melon, those kids love that crap.
Yeah.
They go crazy for it. Put it on, start calling.
Okay. Alrighty. So basically, you're just telling me to bump up my time of calling, and pretty much that's it, right?
I mean, you want to do more deals, you got to call more.
Okay.
I would add some texting too if you can, because
that's right. Yeah.
But I'll probably do that.
All right. Perfect. So that's what I'll do.
All right. I know you got your hands full, so I appreciate it.
I
I know it's a grind. I know it's tough. I've never had to deal with that. So it's a different grind for me. So I'm trying my best with you there. But I promise you, you're not the first mom I've helped do well in wholesaling. So it does translate.
Okay. Thank you so much, Zach. I appreciate your help.
Appreciate
God bless
it. Thanks.
you.
You too. Thanks. Oh, Malachi.
What it do, man?
I'm blessed, man. How's it? Bro, are you another guy that doesn't have a battery in his smoke detector?
What's that?
You need to put a battery in your smoke detector.
Oh, that's not me. I don't think that's me, man.
That's okay.
What's up, man? All right. So, real quick question. I tied up a property, and I just went over there, tied it up, and I said, "Hey, I'll work it backwards." So, my question is, how would you go about giving the seller the news about, hey, I can't pay your price? You know, I tied it up for $200,000. The comp is about $330 to $350. So how would you price drop it going to the seller?
So the best way to price drop with a seller, do you have it under contract?
Yes, I do.
So you just explain. So, I mean, I literally just give an excuse and then get into it. So, hey, Mr. Seller, unfortunately, after talking to Malachi about the deal, because it needs X, Y, and Z, you got to have your reason why.
Okay.
we have to buy this for $120,000, not the 140. It just needs too much work. I'm sorry, but what I'm going to do is send you over an agreement right now to update this, and I'll send it over right now. Do you see it, Mr. Seller? And then I do that, or I do it in person. You got to take control of the conversation.
Okay. Would it be any help if I like show them the comps or don't even show them the comp?
No, you have to control the conversation.
Okay.
If you don't, they'll try to control the conversation.
Yeah, because man, I believe I have a great deal. I've got a 30,000 square foot lot with 2 houses on it. The comp on a 15,000 square foot lot with the on the rehab is 280 alone. You know, so I know I could probably flip it for about 330 to 350. But I want to sign it. You know, I don't want to fix and flip it myself, man. I just want to sign it.
Wholesale it. So get the reduction, but you have to be very, very assertive.
Okay.
Now, I want you to go and give me the reduction right now. I'll be the seller.
Okay. Let me get into character.
Get into character.
Hey, Jose, I'm going to have to price drop this property. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, bro.
I'd rather you mess up in front of me than in front of the seller,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. But, I mean, how would you give them the news, though? Like, hey, Mr. Seller, we're going to have to price drop it due to the cost of repairs is just way too much. How would you word it? Or
So this is easy. I'm putting my cap on because you were
Yeah.
capping.
you're thinking
About
cap.
smoke detector. No, because you were capping to me about your smoke detector. It's going on at least 7 times.
No,
So-
it's not here.
Comments. Let me know. Am I wrong or not? Has the smoke detector not gone off 7 times during this thing? Put a cap emoji if it was and say, no, Malachi was right. It just went on again. You can't lie to me, man.
I don't know, man.
All right. I'm putting
All
the
right.
cap on because you were capping, but that's okay. Not against you. So you need to say to the seller,
Yeah.
it's very important, okay? Hey, Mr. Seller, unfortunately, after talking to Malachi about the property, we need to be at X price on the house. We can't be at this current price right now because it needs too much work because of blah, blah, whatever reason. The kitchen, the roof, it just happened again. Whatever it is, I have to be at this. So what I'm going to do is send you over an agreement right now to update the price on the property. It's all about your language. So what I want you to do is I want you to go back on the YouTube, hear it. You're going to hear the smoke detector while I'm doing this, by the way. I want you to write down what I said.
Okay.
And then I want you to create a little script, go over that script again, and do it from there. So what I'm going to do is have you do it again. So I want you to, I'm Jose, I guess. You do it to me. So we're not going to say we're going to do a price drop. That's kind of not a good one to say.
Okay.
Say, hey, unfortunately, we have to move the price to this. You have to have control. You have to be the man here. And you have to move the conversation and be assertive with yourself.
Okay. So you want me to role play right now?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. Jose, due to the cost of repairs, we're going to have to price adjustment on the property. Is that correct?
That's pretty much as good as it's going to be. I would probably say that, hey, unfortunately, because of the amount of work it needs, we're going to have to be at this price. That's it. It's what's happening.
Okay. Just short and sweet, right?
Mm-hmm. Short and sweet.
Okay. Hey, Jose, unfortunately, due to all the repairs, we're going to have to be at this price. And that's it.
That's it. And just explain why and say what you're going to do is you're going to send the agreement over. I promise you, you will get more deals by doing that than by just saying, we're going to price drop on you.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much, man.
Bro, you just do you have my Instagram?
I do.
I will cash app you $1 to buy the battery. I don't care. You need if your thing goes on fire, I need to be protected at night. So you do wholesale deals. I'll cash app you $1, bro. Okay.
No, I don't need it, man. Thank you, though.
Get a battery.
All right, bro.
It's for your own safety.
All right, got you, man.
All right. I put the cap on because he was capping. All right. If you cap on the channel, I'll put the cap on. Okay. I bully people nicely when the smoke detector goes off because, first of all, it's very unprofessional with sellers. I'm not saying that in a mean way, but it annoys sellers. It annoys me. Like, it hurts people's ears on the channel. And also, it's like not healthy. Like, if the kitchen catches on fire, I don't want you guys to get hurt. You guys are important. I don't want less subscribers. You just stay alive. If you got kids, do it for the kids. Is it Tavian or Tavion? Or
Tavian.
Tavian.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's like okay, I got it. What's up, man? How are you doing today?
Hey, so I'm from Kansas, right?
We're in Kansas.
Real small. I'm from Wichita, so like the biggest city.
Good market, man.
Kansas. Well, when I do like the multi-stack, because I just started like 3 days ago. So
okay,
I understand. Don't ask any questions that will be found on the website.
Well, I won't bully. I don't like. As long as you like, hey, you know you're new and you know you need to do it. Ask me a beginner question. It's okay. What's better, watching the course or talking to the guy that made the course?
It's definitely actually seeing you respond is
don't read the book. Just talk to the author. It's even easier. Yeah. You're good, man.
So
it's a great market, though.
I'm on like I had prop stream before, so I just call it prop stream. But so when I made my list, right, like I made like a vacant, tired landlord that have a tax lien, right? They are really, really small, right?
Yeah.
Be like 6 here, this one's 15, right? So when you have like a really small, obviously the motivation will be higher. But I also am so new, I don't want to like burn myself out on the small ones. What would your advice be like after I like call these people, actually find? Because I'll be on step 1, which is just cold call them to see if they want to sell their house.
Yeah. So honestly, man, Kansas is pretty much only known for basketball, pretty much, right? I'm not saying that in a mean way.
Really the farms too.
Yeah, I guess so. But basically, basketball is like what it's known for, right?
Right.
How to get really good at basketball, you put reps in, right? That's pretty much it. So, like, how am I going to get you? You're only 3 days in this, get really good at wholesaling. You got to put the reps in. And so, do I want you only talking to 6 people? No. I want you to call everyone, right? But I don't want you to call 8 hours a day doing nothing productive in your life. That's annoying. So, I think you need a good mix. So, that triple stack list is great, but you don't live in Dallas, bro. Okay. Like, it's, yeah. So you're in a great market. What I would say, you just pull regular government lists. That is it.
All right. Yeah. The next one was our water, because actually on PropStream, it doesn't pop up. So I was like,
you got to go to
that means everyone else can't find it either. Yeah.
You got to go to the utility department.
Yeah.
So once you go through the course, you'll see it. But I think that's your brain 3 days in is already working on great things. So I appreciate it. I love it. So what you need to do is, first of all, you go to the utility department for that. You'll start knowing you got to go to the code enforcement department. I would go in person for this stuff, and also drive for dollars if you can. I think it's a great place to start, and I think you just slowly but surely do it. You'll do well.
Yeah, actually, I drive like a straight pipes like Camaro that has like race numbers and like a half wrap on the side.
Oh wow!
It was actually like like me driving around obviously brings a lot of attention. So I was actually been borrowing my fiance's car because it's quiet, right? It's not like if I go down the street, you're gonna notice that car go down,
All right, speed racer. I'm like, geez, man. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
I did have one more question, and that was it wasn't a lead, but it was like I work in aircraft, right? So really loud, we're not even really supposed to have like our phones like on like the floor. But I kind of get away with it. I have another phone in my toolbox. But if you ever got like a call like at your W-2 job, like what would Zach do?
So I used to get calls as a bag boy, and I used to get calls at school in high school. I would just skip class. Don't tell my mom, but I just skip class, just answer I'd answer it while I have to use the bathroom, and then I would just answer my phone. But I mean, if a job, because you have a fiance and probably the thing about it is I could tell you something logically that makes sense, and I can tell you something that should make sense, right? you losing your job is probably not good for your romantic life with your fiance.
Right. I have
Versus you
kids.
chasing that bag, bro. And obviously, it's going to make you more wholesaling deals, right? So there's a yin and a yang here. I would say probably don't lose your job doing that, because after work you can still wholesale, and you can make your fiance happy. And so I think it's probably going to be the best of both worlds, honestly.
Okay.
I'd love to tell you to go don't, but like you call back during a lunch break or something.
Yeah, and I try to
Only
like
4 hours. Think
like-
about it. 4 hours work, lunch you can call, and then 4 hours after you're good.
Well, we get like 10 minutes and then like a lunch. I work 10 hours, so it's
Go do that. I'd love for you to answer them all live, but you're fine.
okay.
Don't feel like you're in a race. I know you got your race car, so you feel like everything's a race.
Yeah.
You're like a Lewis Hamilton over here. But like,
I wish I had my model. I actually have like a custom Lewis Hamilton.
I like Lewis Hamilton,
Yeah,
but like he raced in Miami. That was cool. I wanted to go there, but like it's not a race, man. Like, it's a marathon, man. Like this is something in the next week you don't have to go get a deal. Like learn it slowly but surely, get better, and then you'll start doing deals. I promise you, it will click. This is not a race. I promise you. You slowly do it. You'll do good. You need to first learn how to pull lists and talk to sellers doing that. I think that's first and foremost for you. And Wichita's an amazing market. And so I think you're very, very well set up.
So when we're on would you recommend we're on freewholesaling.com? Like, so you recommend just going all the way through? Because there's like the little tabs where it's like,
you're going to need to go all the way through it. You need to learn what's going to work, what's not. I need you to learn how to wholesale the right way, legally, how to find the right title companies, how to ask the right questions. The honest truth is, I don't want you to get screwed on a deal. And the only way you're going to get screwed on a deal is if you don't go through the course.
And then because I was following the 30, I think you had one, like it was like
30,
2 months ago.
Yeah,
right?
30
I was doing that like day by day, like just with you. I'd watch
That's
the
great
video,
too.
And then like
that's like an express version too. So
okay.
Honestly, you go through that. It's very equal, but I'd still go through the course if you can.
Yeah. I mean, they're shorter. They're like little bit, like an hour, like clips and stuff.
Tavon, go through the course. Come on next week, and I'll give you something else to do.
Okay, cool.
And slowly but surely, you'll be good. All right.
Yeah, Sunday at 10 or 9 o'clock for me. I'll be here every time.
All right, go after it, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, boom. And then Cam Bam.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
How can I help you out?
I don't really have a specific question. It's kind of more so, what do I need to do? So basically, I'd say roughly for the past month, I've been cold calling off a prop stream, and I've been kind of doing like a mixture of your strategies, like with the stack leads, and like I've been heavy on the delinquencies.
What market?
I'm kind of in between. It's like Tyler, Texas, and Dallas. It's like a mixture of that.
Okay.
Because I'm originally from Carthage, and it's like a really small town. It's no action. But like I said, I've just been kind of, hitting up on the cold calling. I've been putting in, I'd say roughly, I'd average like say maybe 3 to 4 hours a day cold calling, and it's like, I mean, I'm getting calls, but the people are just kind of, I'm just getting a lot of no's. So I'm just kind of asking, like, do I just keep calling, or do I need to?
How many calls did he make last week?
The
fact you have to think about this is not good. You should know the information. Information changes situations. And without the information, I don't know what I can do to help you out. So get back to me, see how many calls you're making and how many contacts you're getting. And then from there, I can figure it out.
All right. I appreciate it.
All right. Trying to help you out. So hop on into the live streams you got. I can help you out, man. All right.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man. Boom. All right, guys. So if you want to learn wholesaling real estate, absolutely for free, go to freewholesaling.com. It's my stinking free wholesaling course where I'll show you exactly how to wholesale for free every single day. Every day, private servers. I show you me cold calling, me closing sellers. It's all in there, freewholesaling.com. It's just free. Just go in there and just go to freewholesaling.com, learn how to do it. I want to give a shout out for everyone. 40,000 subscribers means the world to me on this channel. Remember when I first started this channel? Crazy. But it means the world to me. You guys show up every single day. You guys support me on my journey of making everyone learn wholesaling for free. I know when me and Rick started Flip the Rick and all the other channels, we wanted to teach people how to wholesale for free. We're no one taught wholesaling everything for free. It was always, I'll teach you this part, but this part's paid. And we really took a chance. We literally just spent our money just to give it, give a platform to teach people for free. And you guys should just show me all the love and support. It means the world to me. I'm never going to stop. And obviously you guys send me JV deals, so I'm getting rich from this too. So why would I stop? And we make the gurus cry every single day. And I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for 40,000, and see what the world has to offer us for more. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. Have a blessed one.